Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Defect on Ascension 4. This is Act 3, we're going to be facing off against the Awakened one. Act 1, we got Rebound from Niao, Streamline and Hologram on floors 1 and 2, so the deck was born. After that it's basically been card draw and zero cost stuff, orb stuff. And we did pick up a consume at the end, along with the inserter. So, unlimited scaling in theory. Slow, but steady. And then we picked up Core Surge at the very end. Which, in retrospect, I might think is a mistake, but it exhausts, so it's 1 energy per combat. We are playing in a runic pyramid environment. We picked up the Horn Cleat and Data Disc, so a little bit of scaling and survivability there. Got the Tori, so all in all, pretty good. I think I still want to focus on shops if possible. We're looking at 125, 150, 175. That's 3, 4, 50. Almost there. Yeah, and we do have 3 shops. Very nice. Yep. Getting a lead along the way. Okay, and I'll highlight this as a reminder. We have to be picking up keys. Okay, so let's see here. Well, not much to say, really. We'll spend all our energy doing stuff. And we'll even do that just to take no damage this turn. I got 30 damage in turn 1 or something. Horn Cleat turn. That makes things simpler. So simple, in fact, we can just rebound Streamline. Here's 8 more, and then Streamline. Yep. Over. This fight is over. Straightforward. 0 lost. Hologram plus. My thoughts are... I said this in the last act. Hologram and Rebound don't have to play with Streamline. It's just nice that they can. So if we were to take a hologram, another hologram, we would surely find uses for it. The problem is that it costs us an energy. I was actually thinking about this when I was reflecting on the last act, the consume. Like, when are we going to have the opportunity to play it? Because once we get rolling, because we're still thinning the deck out, and our cards are exhausted, we have 4 cards that exhaust. We want to remove 3, so there's 7 gone. We're down to a 9-card deck. That's everything that can fit in our hand. Like, when are we going to cast this? Seriously, because we're literally going to be every turn 0 cost Streamline, Hologram, the Streamline, Rebound. That's 1 energy, 2 energy, and then we cool-headed to draw it back. So I think a second Hologram plus will interfere, even though, I don't know. Hopefully, the way things play out, I'll be able to, like, demonstrate what my thought process is there. Dolly's Mirror. What would we Dolly's Mirror? In fact, in some regards, I'm thinking even the second cool-headed might have been a mistake if it weren't for the orb pushing nature of it. I'm finding that more and more with just decks in general, not just Defect, but decks in general. Duplicates, like if you're going for a thin deck, duplicates almost have no place. Because you'll just get what you wanted. I don't see anything we would Dolly's Mirror. I do think we can remove the last defend. Go for the eyes is a little tempting. By the way, just as a side note for those who aren't aware, the shop never sells upgraded cards. You have to have eggs if you want to find upgraded cards. I just was reminded of that because I was sitting here thinking to myself, if that was plus, I would take it, but you'll never find that in shops unless you have the egg to make it so. Well, we are going to a couple of shops, but we want those removes for ourselves. I don't know that I'd ever pick this on Defect. The more I play it, the more I'm finding that they really like their deck nice and small. Lack of healing. To upgrade all cards. We wouldn't even get that many upgrades. And I think the downside is quite large. So let's just get ourselves a free relic here. Alright, Cool-Headed's probably the best card we can play on turn 1, generally speaking. And there is Streamline. So we're just in setup mode, so to speak. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to seek for Zap. Zap. Hologram. Streamline. Rebound. Streamline. Fission. And now we can Streamline. And we're looking to just do maximum damage here. So I'm going to go ahead and Core Surge, Strike, rather than, like, say, Consume, which would be a logical next use of our energy on a longer fight. Okay, this is interesting. Let's not get weakened. If we can find Streamline, the fight's over. And we did. Cool. Hey, never become weakened again. That's pretty nice, because we are somewhat tacky focused. That's a skip, y'all. Okay. Zap. Hologram, Zap, Zap, Fission. Rebound, Streamline. Finishes him off. Might as well get started on this one next. He's not going to have armor next turn. And we will shackle him so that we take no damage. Alright. Here, we don't actually care about the whole regrowth thing, because as Defect, we take some, you know, setting up the Streamline and Consume and whatnot. So that's funny. Well, this is our cleat turn, so there's that. Tell you what, I'm just going to Consume and Streamline. Because we have the Cool-Headeds, which will produce orbs and whatnot, and dual cast. So next turn we can summon a lot of block if we get that Consume in play. This is my thought process. Okay. Streamline is 0 now. And it's worth 21, right? With the Vajra. So let's do that. We can seek for Streamline. Streamline here. Got 33 damage to do yet. Hologram the Streamline. 12, which is exactly what Core Surge does. Dead. Alright, so now we have 12 to contend with and 2 energy with which to do it. And we have 7 block already. So now we have 10. We could just let it go. Let Tori handle it. Okay. Let Tori handle it. Brings us down to 5 cards. He's now below Streamline anyways. Rebound Streamline here. Didn't find it though, so we can go ahead and cool-headed to locate it. There it is. Armor that we don't need. So yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Streamline, bring it back. Rebound, Streamline. Alright. Easy peasy. Strength potion. Nope. What would we be looking for? I think recycle. And quite frankly, even a claw at this point would go a long way, because we got a lot of card draw, and we have, yeah. Recycle and claw. I think that's what we would be looking for. That's a good thing to figure out before going to a shop. There's a claw. I don't want to take money away from the shop, though. I guess my convictions revealed themselves when I had to actually pay for it. Alright, that's free. Cool-headed makes fission very strong. So I will streamline, seek for the fission. Hologram. Streamline. Yeah, we have enough block. Tori's got our back. Alright, that's a good setup turn. First turn he doesn't attack us, we can consume. In fact, he starts hitting hard before long. So maybe every single flower turn we consume? I don't know. Every other turn we consume? Do we go based on orbs? That's a tough call. Alright, so in the spirit of setting up, I think I'm going to Core Surge here and Streamline and Strike. It's hard to determine how to play this fight. Alright. Consume. No. That's free. We could still be setting up. We could just use the Dark Shackles to keep them off of us. So let's consume and then cool-headed. That brings Streamline. Zap. Zap. Alright. So now we're going to get a third orb slot, which we can fill and do some blocking stuff. Or something. We draw exactly 4. We have exactly 4. So that's an interesting setup. Zap. So we don't have enough block, which is fine because we can Streamline, Hologram, there's some block. And then Rebound, Streamline, Cool-headed. Zap, Streamline. Okay. And then next turn we can consume. Alright, I think I got the rhythm here. Even if it's just every third turn, right? Some sort of scaling. We have to have some kind of a plan. Wow, he wants to attack us for a lot here. So what we can do is... consume, zap, dual cast. Maybe I should have double cool-headed. I don't know. It doesn't seem to matter when we have this as an option. Alright. So really, we ought to be doing some math here, try to figure out what is our maximum throughput for a single turn. Because it changes with the slow and everything. Like, can we just go for the throat here? That much is free, we know that. So we can Streamline, Hologram, Streamline, Rebound, Streamline, Strike. Yeah. Alright, good. Ceramic fish. Kind of late, don't you think? Fine. I think that fight in particular might have been a little easier. We do have a good amount of regurgitation. What if we made consume cost 0? Then it would fit. We could make one of the cool headeds cost 0. Hell yeah. I will definitely take that. Whoa, that sounds like fun. I have half a mind to upgrade one of the madnesses so that we can't have one madness hit the other. That's always the problem with the madnesses. I'm actually going to do consume though. Because of these things, we can't play it all that as frequently as we'd like. So let's make it more potent as we play it. I think the madness is a fine idea, but if we don't have the... Aww! I would have loved to have Anchor. That would have been great. Alright, let's get this last strike out of... Orrery! Orrery! Do we have money for both? It would appear we do. So good. Alright. I'm gonna want... what do we want? We want... Recycle is what we want. If you were plus, I would do it, I think. Genetic algorithm. It's like the end of Act 3. Ooh! Ooh! Zero. Zero becomes 0. 0. 0. And we have cards to make things 0. Like consume and all for 1. Holy crap. If we could pull it off. Wow. Oh, I'm too excited. I need to calm down. We need to practice how to make this work. Fission to draw a card. Rebound. Let's rebound. Hologram the rebound. At least we get something out of it. Alright. Don't be diluting my deck. Although the diluting of the deck might help us aim the madnesses. I don't know. My biggest concern is the cool headeds. Because they draw cards. Zap. Ugh. Like this. Nice. Now we're getting somewhere. I'll go here. We'll hologram the claw. It's bigger now. It kills this guy. Madness has to hit consume. Consume. Okay. We have plenty of block. Alright, so consume costs 0. We can play it as often as we like. Now we just need to make all for 1 cost 0. Wow, the face of this deck just like changed dramatically. 21, that lines up nicely here. Unfortunately, we don't have the block that we would like, and this does nothing. So 12, 16... We take 6. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So now the question is there any way I could have played that differently to made that work? We have the dual cast in hand, but we didn't have a Frost Orb up front. Okay. Alright. What does the Streamline cost? It costs 1 right now. We have full block. This will cost 2 energy here. Rebound on the All for One would be great, but I don't think we can do that. I wonder if we cast the Rebound and then cast Madness to make this 0, if it will have whiffed on this or if it will actually put this back on top. Maybe this is our way for regurgitating Streamline from now on. So what do we seek to make that happen? Because we would literally have to go boom, 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 boom. So this can't cost... Oh, that actually costs an energy. So we would have to seek something that costs 0. And it's not the Streamline yet. So I guess Claw. Or the Lightning Orb. So I'm not too thrilled about the Lightning Orb, because then if we draw Consume, we can't play it. Alright, so we'll do this, and then this, and then this, and we'll see what happens here. All for One did not go back to the top. Okay. But we achieved our goal. All for One and Consume both cost 0. That's crazy. Wow. Look what we can do, Ma. When will we use those strength potions, I wonder? Ooh. This will be a test and a half. Maybe now? Now seems good. Alright, so this will be 6 and 8 and 12 and 13. 8 and 13 make 21. So we'll say Claw here, Rebound here, All for One there, Claw there, Shackles there. Or do we dual cast and hope it hits? I don't think we need to. We can neutralize them there. We might end up just say dual cast is a block card for us from now on. There's the Madness. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to seek for Fission. Should have cast Cool-Headed first, because it might have drawn the Fission. Alright, well I'm going to Hologram Claw because it does that. Alright, so we hit the Cool-Headed, which is neither here nor there. This is hard. Alright, we at least get those coming back around now. I think I would definitely prefer the All for One be 0 over the Consume. Alright, since we have to focus on block, I'm going to go do this and this just to make the math simpler in my head. This is exactly the amount of damage that Streamline does. So I'm going to do this. Didn't find it. Dang. So, let's say screw it. $26. We can do better. So I will streamline, hologram the streamline. All that matters is that we cast hologram. So maybe instead we take orb generator. Because once all for one's rolling, that can be our 0 fetcher. So we can probably just park hologram in our hand. She tried to weaken us. Do you believe that? Alright, so we'll use this, push forward, dual cast, gives us armor, bang, bang, don't want to rebound yet. Oh yeah, maybe I should have, I don't know. Yeah, 0 cost cards, sure. Oh no, what have I done? Dang, okay. Nice. Steam barrier pickup. Yeah, I only take one. Alright, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. I mean, even if the other way that we were doing the infinite seems like that's fine, right? If we make one of those components cost 0 instead. So I guess I'm not too worried about that. The boot is funny because I think the first claw is actually less than 5. We'll skip all this. Alright, I gotta figure this out though, but yeah, I like the possibilities anyways. So this is a fight where the artifact's definitely gonna be helpful. Claw, cool-headed. Streamline. Oh, fission's here. I don't know why I was thinking that that was all for one. So we seek. Tell you what, let's seek for Core Surge. So there's that, and we can fission. Dark Shackles is actually pretty good. So we can do this. There. I'll go ahead and play it just to get it out of our hand and reduce its cost now. With the Madness shenanigans, I don't want to wait for rebound. I want to make it to where we can rebound and then cast Madness to make one of our 2 cost cards 0. Hey, hey, hey! As long as one doesn't hit the other, we're good. And it didn't. Perfect. Sweet. We do this. Might as well do this, because we're just going to get it back. It's free damage. Whee! That was fun. can afford to consume again. Boom, boom, boom. And we could even do this if we wanted to, but since we have the Runic Pyramid, there's no point. I only played it the first time because we get it right back. So it's going to be a hit or miss, and I'm perfectly okay with it hitting one of our other pieces. Alright, we have a deck. Regen Potion. Better than a skill? I don't know. Oh, that's another card we could have used. Fusion. With all our orb slots. Yeah. Oh, this will be a good challenge. This will be a good challenge. We got to ramp up fast with this guy. Alright. So we seek for Cool-Headed. Always. Well, I mean when we need the card draw. There we go. There we go. Claws free, which really helps in this fight, actually. We will do this and this. We'll save the consume for when Streamline's prepped. Alright, so we take 1 damage. Okay, we'll save the Dark Shackles for next turn. We might not even need it next turn, though, because we have the Horn Cleat. It's amazing to me how much the face of this deck has changed this act. Alright, so we definitely Streamline first, because that becomes 0 by itself. Now let's Madness. We hit the Cool-Headed, unfortunately, but we knew that was a possibility. Core Surge. Fission, we're already at full block. Well, yeah, we're about to go through the roof there in that department. Zap. Well, we can hit one of them anyways. I will hologram for a 0-cost card. I don't actually know what the math is as far as that goes. I'd prefer all for one, I think. Nailed it. Alright, so we can do this for free. Right, Zap is in the discard pile. Yes, okay. So we do want to do that first. Actually, no, I didn't, because we're not trying to kill him. I forgot about that. This is not... Alright, but at least we're set up to the point where it doesn't look like even Shackles is necessary. Wow. Regurgitation? Oh, Rama. So now, we should be able to get consuming kind of whenever we want. Since his attack and the debuff he gets... this actually makes every one of our orbs, you know, contribute 3 to the cause, which is great. So I will go ahead and play it. We can zap. Hologram. Streamline. Streamline. And all for one probably will bring us far enough in that we don't need to dual cast here. Yeah, hitting one of our regurgitation components. In fact, at this point, I would even go so far as to say I would rather it hit a Cool-Headed rather than a Rebound or a... I don't know, what is that card called? Hologram. The card draw, orb generation being 0, seems better than these clunky things. They are antiquated, they are outmoded. They are no more. So we can actually go ahead and fit this in. Interesting. Almost like a pseudo-infinite going on there, huh? Almost. Okay. Okay. Just getting some practice in. Trying to figure out what all the deck's capable of. This is fun. Unfortunately, my text messages are blowing up, so I gotta finish this act sooner rather than later. Please and thank you. So yeah, I guess we can just do this, because we know we can just go bang, bang, and then boom, and then boom, boom, and draw some cards, and boom, and boom. Aw. Good night, sweet prince. Actually, you know what? If I had Dark Shackled him earlier, once we realized that we didn't need it anymore, I probably could have killed him. Because we would have had the extra hand slot. Alright. A little sloppy. Gotta take the key here, so... Boom, boom, boom. Hate seeking for cool-headed. That's what I wanted. So we're going to have a lot of energy to play with. Alright. So let's do the math here. 42, 52. That's perfect right there. So we'll hit him once. Hit him twice. He's done for. Madness hits Consume. Consume is now free. Excellent. Claw there. We will shackle him. Alrighty. Trying to save the potions for as late as possible. I think this is the first time I've ever played the Awakened one with no powers in my deck. We already have all for one value. Streamline, Core Surge, Cool-Headed, Madness. Oh, yes! Fantastic. 1420. I'll go ahead and do this. The all for one brings it back, not that we have any intention of doing it again. So we can Streamline here, Claw there. We don't need this now, so I'm not going to play it, but only because I don't want it getting shuffled back in. We have to, like, be careful how often we play it. So, I guess maybe Consume. Yeah, because that last fight, right? Having it be on one of the cool-headeds rather than the Consume was perfect. Okay. That's good to know moving forward. So now we can Consume. Zap. Claw. I'll dual cast for the block. Cool-headed. Oh, we can hologram the all for one. Holy crap. That's pretty good. Bang. Armor. Holy crap, is this for real? I ain't even mad that we didn't get the Streamlined in there. Because I'm about to do this anyways. I wonder if this gives us the way to always have a cool-headed in the discard pile. I don't know. I'm inclined to just make the hand size 5. We don't draw the whole deck, but enough. That one cool-headed. So now, at this point, maybe actually remove a cool-headed at the next fight. That would be that might have dramatic consequences though, as far as pushing frost orbs forward, because we might need that for our block. Okay, so we got another orb slot we can go ahead and consume. That claw streamline. So I'll tell you what, let's actually all for one, and then rather than using the hologram to bring the all for one back, we'll use the cool headeds. That way we're pushing frost orbs forward. Right, because now I can do this, and we draw almost all... Okay, so that answers the question as far as that goes. Do we need... No. I was going to dual cast if we need to. Okay, so... Yeah. What we want to do is we want to park hologram... Well, actually, in this case, we go ahead and fetch the all for... Oh, I guess we didn't have the all for one. We could fetch anything, really. Claw, because at this point it actually outclasses. Oh, I didn't realize that was it. Alright, so moving forward, what we want is for all for one to be 0. One of the cool headeds to be 0. We can leave the consume parked and the hologram parked and then just use them as needed, right? I think that's the play. I'll go ahead and do this for the block, even though I don't think we're going to need it. That's damage, that's damage. Cool-headed brings a frost orb into the mix. Claw. Go ahead and cool-headed for, or hologram for that. Boom. Streamline, claw, zap. Could dual cast for more armor. Not going to need it because we're going to do this. And if we had a lightning orb up top, I could just evoke it. Alright. I think I finally got the feel for what the priorities should be here. Because the consume ends up being parked anyway, so it makes total sense in retrospect that that's not something that we do. Alright, cool. Well, this has been a very exciting Act 3. Thank you guys for your patience on my learning curve with it. I hope you are enjoying it. I very much so look forward to what you guys have to say about what we're pulling off here. And I'll see you in the next act. Take care.